Yes, sir.
Okay. So the last time we were dealing with the applications for literacy, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have the sequence. Now the sequence is really a recommendation. That's what it is, right?
Yes, sir.
Some teachers are finding other apps that they prefer to use, and you have that wish as well.
Okay.
So let's see now. Let me share my screen. Okay. So by sharing my screen, these are the applications. I don't know. Were you able to download the 16 applications on your computer?
Yes, I don't have all 16.
Okay. Okay. How many you have?
Like 8.
8. Okay. Any reason for that? You couldn't find them or what?
No, I couldn't find them.
Oh, really? The same thing is true for both of you?
We both went through it. So we have the kids kindergarten math. We have the that kids learn to count, kindergarten learning books, kids number and math. The
Right. You
first
might
grade
not have
learning.
math. You might not have math magic, but you should have the others.
Yes. We have multiplication genius as well. Math workbook pro and the first grade learning games. We have the second grade as well and third and fourth.
You have Math for Children,
Yes.
Math Workbook Pro,
Yes, I said that.
times tables, and
Yeah,
then
we have the multiplication genius, the AB math.
okay. So we didn't do anything at all to do with Khan Academy last week, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, all right. So that is where we're going to begin this afternoon. All right. We're going to begin there. Let me share my tablet. We're going to begin there because did I mention anything at all? I mean, I'm talking to so many people.
You did when you just started talking like for 10 minutes.
Okay. So, but I did not actually go to Khan Academy and have you put it on, right?
No, you did not.
Okay, great. Let me share my screen here. So how was your week? Or how is your week going?
It's fine.
All right. Did you get a chance to experiment with any of your kids yet?
No, not with our students. No.
Okay.
I've done it with a grade 2.
Uh-huh.
Grade 2 child, yes. And it's going well so far.
Okay.
Very
All right.
engaging.
Totally engaging. Okay, so now we are going to, I'm in Kids Place, and I'm going to go to numeracy. Right now, I think I have all of the apps in numeracy. Now, and the whole idea here now is that you would put all of the apps into Kids Place on all of the tablets eventually, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as far as the training goes, we basically cover literacy and numeracy. Now, once those two areas are covered, then you automatically cover the other 10 categories, right? Like the grammar, the language, the music, the science, and all of those. Now, teachers tell me, right? Teachers in Jamaica using this tablet, they tell me that Learnit is helping them to prepare kindergarten children from kindergarten all the way to sixth grade. When you get involved with your PEP, they say that the foundation is so solid that the kids actually have the preparation for PEP. And you're going to have that experience, right? Okay, now open Khan Academy for me, please, because we didn't do that last week. And your screen should match my screen. So you go to numeracy and you see the big KA, Khan Academy. Open that for me, please. Now, this app makes great teachers and great students. And I'm saying that because Khan Academy is visited by 10 million students, I think, every week. I need to verify that's not every day, not every week, but every day. For them to get help with their math and science subjects that teachers have difficulties teaching. All right, so you with me? You got your screen where it says number 1, math, 2, science, 3, humanities, another, 4, test prep, and 5, talks and interviews. You're there?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, now click on math. And you see 13 categories of math. Okay?
Yes.
Now this math takes us way beyond secondary school because we're not doing calculus in secondary school.
Sure.
All right. But our focus though is for kindergarten and primary students, right? So we're going to click on arithmetic. Click on arithmetic. When you go to arithmetic and you scroll up, you're going to see 40 categories of math, right? That's covering addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, long division, short division. It covers decimals and fractions and all of that foundational material that they need to cover in primary. Now, this app actually teaches, right? And then we go to the applications for practice. With me so far?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So if you scroll up, you get to 40, and if you scroll down, you get to 1. Right? Now we start with basic addition. But let's do two. Let's go to 2, addition. Click on touch 2, and your screen should look like mine.
Yes.
Okay. Now you can't watch on YouTube because you're not connected to the internet. Everything, as we say, is on Learnit. Learnit comes with these tablets, these applications built into it. That is what makes Learnit so powerful. Now, one thing that the children can do is that they can actually delete the applications. You don't want them to do that, right? So the only thing they should be watching here is, they should be clicking on here is watch. Now, when you go to watch, it is going to ask you to select the video player that you want to use, right?
Yes.
I like Files by Google. No, sorry. Let me come back. Sorry, watch. Okay, just once. What files are what VLCs are you showing there?
VLC is like a video player, so you can use that one. It's
Oh,
working.
use okay, all right. What else are you seeing?
We select watch on VLC and it's working.
Yeah, it's right, it would work. Okay, now
Consider smaller. So for example, three lemons, one, two, three. And if I were to add two of those three lemons, maybe two lime or limes, well, two green lemons or two more tart pieces of fruit. How much tart, sour fruit do I have now? Well, we learned in the last video, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fruit. Doesn't matter what words you add. We also saw that that's the exact same thing as if we add 2 plus 3. I think that makes sense because this is the same thing as starting with maybe you have 2 lemons and you add 3 limes, you make 5. You're still going to end up with 5 pieces of fruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. So it doesn't matter what order you add in, you're still going to get 5. And this way of thinking about addition, I view as the counting way of thinking about addition. The other thing we saw in the last video is the number line version, and they're essentially the same thing. So we can draw a line. All a number line is solve the numbers in order. Let's solve them. You can actually go as high as you can go. A million, bazillion, trillion. We won't do that. I don't have space or time in this video to do it. You actually can go as low as possible. We'll start at 0, assuming in future videos I'll tell you about numbers smaller than 0. Maybe you can think about what that means tonight. But let's start at 0, and 0 means nothing. If I have 0 lemons, it means I have no lemons. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go pretty high. 12, that way I can use number line. 13, 14. I could keep on going. Maybe 14 will be enough for this video, but let's use the number line for these addition problems up here. So the last video, just a bit of review. 3 plus 2 is starting at 3, and then adding 2 to it, or going 2 greater than 3. And just going greater or adding on the number line is just moving to the right or moving up by 2. So let's move up by 2. I'll do that in this orange color. So let's go up by 2. So we started at 3, we go up by 1, then we go up by 2, or we're jumping, and we end up at 5, which is exactly what we got before. If we have 3 lemons, we add 1 lemon, we have 4 lemons. We add another lemon, we have 5 lemons, or limes. And when you look at this version of it, you switch the order. We started at 2, and we're adding 3 objects to it. In this case, they were lemons or limes. So we're going to add 3 to it. 1, 2, 3. And just like we expected, we got the same thing. We got 5 again. Now what I want to do in this video, and hopefully this was just a bit of review, is I want to tackle harder problems. I want to tackle slightly larger numbers. And then in the next video, and in this video I want to give you practice slightly larger numbers. And in the next video we're going to dig a little deeper and think about what numbers even mean. But let's just get some practice understanding how do you actually do the addition problems with larger numbers. So let's write it a nice soothing purple color. Let's say I wanted to add 9 plus 3. 9 plus 3. Well, there's a couple of ways we can do it. We could draw circles again. We could say, let's see, maybe I'll draw stars. 1, 2, 3, 4. My stars are degrading. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 stars. And then I add 3 stars to it. So I add 1, 2, 3 stars, and then if you were to count the total number of stars, you would say, in a different color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I now have 12 stars. So you would say that 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. It's equal to 12. Look at the number line. If you look at the number line, you're starting at 9. Maybe you have 9 stars. and you add 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars to that, and you end up with 12 stars, which is the exact answer we got before. So you can do the same process when you start adding larger numbers, even though that now, and I want you to notice the difference now is our answer has 2 digits in it. We'll talk more about digits in a future video, but all a digit is a numeral, right? It has a 1 and a 2. That's what 12 is. I won't dig too deep into that. I think you're pretty familiar with number 12. But what I want to do is, now what happens when you start adding more, when you start adding 2-digit numbers like this? For example, if I were to add 27 plus, let's say, I don't know, plus 15. Now, if you had a lot of time on your hands and you didn't care about how people judged you, you could draw out 27 circles and then draw out another 15 circles and then count the total number of circles you had, and that would give you an answer. Or you could draw a number line. That went all the way to, whatever 27 plus 15 is. So it's going to be this really, really large number, but that would take you forever. So what I'm going to do is show you a way to do this type of problem where you really just have to know your addition, almost have it memorized, or at least if you don't have it memorized, be able to do something like this for relatively small numbers. And by doing it for the relatively small numbers, you can do the harder problems like this. So what you do, this is the fun part. You add, and I'll talk more about what this means in the future. You look at each of the digits. So we call this place, the rightmost place, we call that the ones place. We call that the ones place. Now, why do we call that the ones place? Because 27 is 20 and 7 ones. It's 20 plus 7. It's 20 plus 7 ones. You can view it as it's 20 plus 7 pennies. And this place right here is called the tens place. Now, why is it called the tens place? There's a 2 right there, It's the place is called the tens place. So putting a 2 here means 2 tens, right? The number 20, that's 2 tens. If I have 1 dime and you give me another dime, I now have 2 dimes, and that's 20 cents. So that's what the tens place is. And I don't want to confuse you. I just want to show you how to do these problems right now. We'll dig a little bit deeper in future videos, but I just want to give you that idea. But the way to do these problems is you just look at the numbers in the ones place and add those up first. So you say, okay, I'm not going to worry about this whole thing right now. Let me just add the 7 and the 5. So I'm going to add the 7 and the 5. And if you don't know what that is, hopefully you'll be able to do that in your head fairly shortly. You can look at the number line. Let's look at the number line here. So if you add 7, if you take 7, you add 5 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We end up at 12. Or if you started at 5 and added 7, you'd also end up at 12. So let's write that down. We know that 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So what we do is we say 7 plus 5 is equal to, and now this is a new thing. This is you might be a little bit of a mystery magical thing for you right now. And in future videos, I'll explain to you why this works. We want to write the 12. 7 plus 5 is 12, but we just write the 2 here, and we carry the 1, right? 12, 1, 2. Well, we wrote the 2 there, but we put the 1 up here, right? And the reason, I'll give you a simple reason for doing that right now, I'll give you a better reason in the future, is that you only had space to put 1 digit here, and 12 is a 2-digit number, so we had to think of some other place to put that 1. If you really want to think about it even more, 12 is the same thing as 10 plus 2, right? That's the same thing as 12. So if we say 7 plus 5, that's the same thing as 12, which is the same thing as 2 ones, right? 2 ones, 2 pennies, plus 1 dime, plus 1 10, plus 1 dime. So put that 1 dime in the tens place. So we really just said 7 plus 5 is 1 10 plus 2 ones, or 1 dime plus 2 pennies. If that confuses you, just say, well, I just write the ones digit of the 2 there, and I carry the 1. And then you do the exact same thing in the tens place. You add the 1 plus the 2 plus the 1. So 1 plus 2, let's do that on the number line. This is fun. So let's see, 1 plus 2. Let's start with a vibrant color. This magenta. So we started 1. We're going to add 1 plus 2. Take that 1 from our 12. 1 plus 2, so you go up 1, 2. You end up at 3. Then you're going to add up another 1. So you add another 1. So you're going to end up at 4. So you ended up at 42. And this was pretty neat, right? Because we didn't have to draw a number line all the way to 42. And we didn't have to draw 42 objects. Just by knowing what 7 plus 5 was, and by knowing what 1 plus 2 plus 1 was, we were able to figure out that 27 and 15 is 42. Let's do another example. Maybe I'll do a little simpler example. Let's say I had 78 plus 3. We do the exact same thing before. We just look at the ones place only. So we look at 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3. What's 8 plus 3? Hopefully we can do that in our heads at this point. Let's just think about it. 8 plus 1. 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. 8 plus 3 is going to be equal to 11. You can do that on the number line if it makes it easier to visualize for you. So 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. So what we do here, we said 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. Put this one right here, put that there, carry the other one. Because 11 is 1 10, 1 dime plus 1 penny. That's 11. And then we add the tens place. 1 dime plus 7 dimes is equal to 8 dimes. So 78 plus 3 is equal to 81. And now there's one thing I want to show you. You don't always have to carry numbers like that. Only if the answer to one of these has more than one digit in it, right? 11 is a 2-digit number. So for example, if I have 56 plus 2, here I could just say 6 plus 2 is 8, right? We're getting good practice at this. So 6 plus 2 is 8. And then I don't have anything to add this 5 to, so I just bring the 5 down here. So 56 plus 2 is 58, just like that. And this is one you actually could have drawn on the number line. It wouldn't have been too hard. So if you were to draw the number line like that, 0 would be way off to the left someplace. Let's say I had 50, you have 49. You can keep going to the left. You have 51, 52. Actually, let me start a little higher than that because I'm running out of space. Let me start at maybe 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and I could go in both directions, keep going. But if we start at 56, right there, we add 2. We go up 1, we go up 2. We end up at 58. So just like that, we're able to do that problem. I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, what do you think?
Yes, sir.
All right, okay, so you saw that for addition, right?
Yes, sir.
Then if you go down to number 6, you will see it for subtraction.
Yes, sir.
Right, we're not going to click on it. I'm just pointing it out for you.
Okay.
Right, and
Yes,
then you notice that as we move down, we come down to, well, it has different levels, but then we come down to 12, where we have adding decimals,
yes,
subtracting decimals, and then number 14, now we're basic multiplication, right? And then it
Yes,
goes
sir.
through all of the different types of multiplication and different practices and developments. And then we come to division, right? And then we
Yes,
keep
sir.
going, and you notice that we're covering all of the math that we need to cover for kindergarten. Now, if kids have covered all of this and we want to go further, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see, here is my arrow here. See my arrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, click on that. And it's going to take you back to where you see arithmetic, developmental math, pre-algebra,
Yes.
geometry. So you can click on any one of them. So now, and I'm putting this on the video for you now.
Okay,
So let
sir.
us say where you wanted to add more material is in pre-algebra. Click on pre-algebra. Then you have core algebra. See what you got here?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, if you come over here, right? You see where my cursor is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you'll click on that, right? And then it would say download the current videos, and it's going to download all of the videos here that you want. But you don't need that. But I'm putting this here in the video for your reference.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So click on the circle and we're going to go back to kids place.
Yes, sir.
And then you are at others, so you could slide across until we get back to numeracy. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. So now, so we teach them to add, we teach them to multiply, we teach them to divide, we teach them, and I'm telling you, the way they learn math here is just incredible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is look for kindergarten math. This one. Kindergarten math.
Yes, sir.
Click on that one. You might have to turn your screen long ways. You have it?
I'm looking, sir.
Okay. Kindergarten math. You might only see kindergarten. Let me go back and show you what.
Yes, I see it. I have
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so kindergarten math. Okay, so we got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, so click on count.
Okay.
1 oranges in the box. Press the number 1 when done.
Okay. You're with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you did the exercise?
So I have,
So put 1 in the box and press the number when you finish.
okay.
2 apples in the box.
Yes.
Press the number 2 when done.
Okay. We're on the same page, I hope. We're on the same page?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. All right. Now,
Balls in the box. Press the number 3 when done.
okay, so let's put in 4 instead of 3. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and then press the number when you're done. See what it says?
Yes.
So you're not
Yes,
moving
sir.
on until you get it right.
Yes, sir.
So now you got to go back now and put 3. Try again. Okay, let me put in 2.
Try again.
Try again. Excellent.
4
Yes.
buttons in the box. Press the number 4 when done.
Okay.
Goodies.
Goodie. Okay. All right.
5.
That's all right. So click on the arrow and go back.
Yes, sir.
And then you see what you have. You have sequence. Let's do sequence.
Okay.
Numbers to complete the sequence below.
Yes, I am there.
Okay. You got the instruction?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Okay.
Move the missing numbers to complete the sequence below. There you go.
Okay.
Move the missing numbers to complete the sequence below.
And you can always put in the wrong one. See what happens?
Yes,
Try put in the wrong one.
Yes,
You
sir.
try. You notice what happens?
I'm trying. Yes.
Okay. Click on the arrow. Let's go back. So we did sequence. Let's do
Okay.
addition now. Basic.
This is 2 plus 2. Press the answer. Yippee. 5 apples in the box. Add 3 more apples. Count the apples in the box. This is 5 plus 3. Press the answer. Beautiful. Try again.
4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 8.
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay. All right.
3 balls in the box.
Okay, so let's click on the arrow and let's go to the maze.
All right. Maze. Okay. Yes, I'm there.
Follow the number 2 to get the fish to the aquarium. And see where the aquarium is and see where the
Yes.
fish is?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right? Yes.
Follow the number 7 to get the puppy to the boat.
I remember now, these kids are what? 4 years old, 5 years old?
Yes. Yes, sir.
To get the cow to the meadow.
Okay, all right. So now you got a reward, and this is how we track it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
5 candies in the box.
okay.
Press the number 5 when done.
Okay, so that's the one I touched. Anyway, go back to the arrow now, right?
Okay.
And then let's go to tens and ones.
Okay.
Once into the jars to equal 4. Press the number 4 when done.
Now put tens and ones into the bar, right? To
Yes,
equal the
sir.
number 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Clearly there are no tens in fours. Right?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Okay.
Try again. Jars to equal 11. Press the number 11 when done.
So it will be 1 and 1, 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Okay. So you see how they got to where they are?
Yes, sir.
Try again.
Try again. All right. And
Yes,
then
sir.
now we got subtract.
Yes, sir.
Remove 1 oranges. Count the oranges in the box. This is 2 minus 1. Press the answer.
1, 2 in, take 1 out, end up with 1, press the answer. So it take now
5 in the box. Remove 3 apples. Count the apples in the box. This is 5 minus 3. Press the answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. I'm left with 2. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
So you see what happened here now. But now you need to reset. You need to reset they'll go until they get their awards, right?
Okay.
But now we need to reset. You see where the little tool is here?
Yes, sir.
This the little spanner.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you click on that or you hold it. Come on. Oh, you said tap. Okay, tap. You tap.
Okay, yes. Yes, sir.
Right. And then you just slide from left to right, and you bring everything back to 1, because they actually have 50 exercises in each one.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you bring this back to 1, bring that back to 1, so you reset that and you're ready for your next student. All right, so click on the button there now, the circle. And we're going back to numeracy. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
now you're at numeracy, and I'm not sure what this sequence is, but I'm going to go down to the tables, right? We're going to go down to, oh no, let's not go there. Let's not go there yet. Let's go to where they actually practice the tables. Go to multiplication, the one that says 12 by 12.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you have new game, practice, times tables, high score, about, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to practice.
Okay.
And then you select a number. So you select either the 2 times tables, 3 times, 4 times, whatever. So let's go to 2.
Okay.
And then we hit play.
Okay.
Now, you have the app where they learn the tables, and Khan Academy has an interesting way of teaching them the tables. So you don't memorize it. It just becomes a part of you, like how, okay?
Okay.
2 3s, 6. Perfect. 2 1s are 2. So right. So you come and you get all of your practice. So okay, 2 6s are 12. Wrong. Uh-oh, when you do it wrong, you see what happens?
Yes.
Right? And you see it's keeping a score here for you as well. All right, so let's go back. Okay, so we could, so hit stop and it brings you back, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you have your times tables here. So where you get to learn the timetables. So we were doing the 2 times tables, right?
Yes, sir.
When you click on 3, click on 4, click on 12. Okay. Let me tell you something that I have discovered. All of the places I've been, Jamaica, Barbados, Antigua, Trinidad, Grenada, kids in 4th grade do not know their 9 times tables, their 12 times tables, their 7 times tables, and their 6 times tables.
Yes.
I'm telling you, right?
It's true.
Okay. So once you learn to add, and subtract, the next thing you have to know is your tables.
Yes, sir.
You can't multiply and divide without knowing your tables. So that is why Learnit accelerates learning the way it does, right? And remember now, you see what the children are doing? They're taking action. If you want to learn anything, you have to do it. Even the Bible tells you so, right? So now we could look at our scores. Go to see the scores.
I was on with some new prospect, you know. Well passionate about what we're doing.
Mute for us, news for us, please, Mr. Gordon. We're hearing you.
Already, you know.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So Saturday was the meeting, but you missed out.
Mr. Gordon, mute for us.
You know, when you get all like me, I forget all about things.
Mute Mr. Gordon.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, you have to mute when you're talking to somebody. Okay, good. So it tells you the dates, right?
Yes, sir.
And let me see now. Oh, I was working on this before. Okay, March 2023, April. Okay, so you should see today's date on yours, right?
Yes, sir.
Pardon me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right. Then about the app, that's not okay. So here is where you deal with that. Now, let's go to the actual times tables. This one here. And when you go to this one here now, is where this is one of the things that you have to do on a daily basis until they know the times tables like how they know the alphabet, right? Oh. Now this here now is going to time them. And a lot of teachers use this for competition because they understand once you learn to count, and once you learn to count, add and subtract, the next crucial thing is your times tables. Once you get the times tables, the rest of the math falls in place. All right, so just let's click on 2 times, right? And it's, you notice 2 times and go to start, right? 2 3s, and then run the exercise yourself and see how long it takes you. Oh boy. 16, 22, 2, right? So I got all 12 right. Took me 27.9 seconds.
Oh.
Right? Clear. Clear, okay. All right. And then, so you could run through the times tables like that. All right. Now, we lost some time, but we're going to make up for it. Okay. So you notice that you have fractions. What grade are you teaching? But wait a while now. You're going to be teaching all of the different grades, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How do you plan? And your focus is going to be numeracy and literacy, but heavily numeracy, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're planning, you have your start. When are you planning to start?
Monday coming.
Monday coming. Okay. Now, how did you make out with the headsets? Any success with the headsets?
For now, we only have earphones, but we are gonna
Well,
speak to
earphones, same difference.
Yes. Yes, we have a good amount of it.
Okay, good. So once they can learn independently, that's great. All right. So we look at the basics here, right? We looked at the basics here. Now click on simple fractions.
Right there.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
Shade of
simple
fraction.
fractions, how much? Which one of them?
Pardon me?
Which one of them? Number one?
Let me see, which one did I click on? Let me go back. Let me go back. Oh yes, you have different ones. I'm sorry. Okay. You have one that says simple fractions. Oh boy. How do we differentiate? The only how we could differentiate is if you go to the toolkit.
Well, my one has
Look at the
five.
one that has 3/4 in it.
Okay.
You see that one with 3/4 in it?
Yes.
Okay, let's click that one. Right? And so shade a fraction. So shade the squares to 2/6. Now what would that be? 2/6 would be what? 1/3? Be 1/3, right?
1/3.
Right. So you click, so you click two of them, which is really, you have 6 of them, so you really click 2, 1, 2. And you submit and it tells you that it's correct. Then 5/8. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8 squares, and 5/8 would be shading 5 of them. So it starts at the very basics. Try again. Right? Okay, so you click on the house and you see the different things that you could do. You could compare, and then you have word problems. Go to word problems and you have 50 of them. A pizza was cut into 8 slices. Jack ate 3. What fraction of the pizza did Jack eat? Jack ate 3 3/8. Okay, so you see a very simple way to teach fractions.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so let's come out of that now. Let's come out of that now. What time you have to leave there?
Ministry is coming in tomorrow, so we are trying to get the classroom up to standard.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot here to do.
Okay, all right.
At this
So
time
I'm going to
and
show
some
you. I'm going to show you one more thing, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we could let you go because you
Yes,
guys got to
sir.
be
Thank
tired.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want you to go to first grade now. This app that says first grade, it is probably in games. First grade. Remember we said that these apps were the assessment apps. They would be in grade. Now, what am I talking? Games, I'm sorry, games. Go to games and you'll find first grade there. And click on it.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
And this is the last thing we're going to do, and we're going to let you go. Now, if
Okay.
you look at first grade learning games, you see where it has science, language, and math. Now, these are your core subjects, right? Okay,
Yes,
and if
sir.
you slide from left to right, you will see what the first grade students
Should know.
should be capable of doing. All right, okay. Now, we're making the video so you could look at it and actually duplicate what we've done here. You see where it says parents? It could be
Yes, sir.
teachers. Long press that until the screen pops up. Okay, when this screen pops up, you can turn on the music or you could turn it off. And here you have track progress. Click on that.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yes,
here
sir.
are all of the subjects, the subject areas that we're going to track so that we can actually know the students' progress. That is why it is so important, but we don't have enough learning tablets for each child to have their own tablet. One day we're gonna get there.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Okay. So you notice that everything is at 0. So click on the X, come back out, click on the X again. All right. Give me an area you want us to see where the kids are. Pick any one of them.
Spelling.
Spelling. Okay. Okay. Now for spelling, you notice that you have three letter words, 4-letter words, 5-letter words, 6-letter words, right? So I always say to start at the smallest. So let's go to 3-letter words. Okay, spell the word 10. Okay, so we could take it up a little bit more. Okay. 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 So now let's spell a number of them wrong and look at the assessment after that.
You can't spell it wrong.
Well, you could try, but he's not gonna allow you, but he's not gonna give you a score for it. Okay, all right. So let's stop it now. Click on the hold the X. Sorry. Click on the X until you come back out. Then go to parents. Go to track progress. Right? And see, I only got 75%. Because it doesn't give me credit for the ones I spelled wrong.
Okay.
Right? So that's okay because you can reset, right? Reset and then have them do it over again.
Okay.
To get a better score. Click on the X, and you're out.
Oh.
All right, I wanted to show it. So where you see first grade, second grade, third grade, I'm sorry, first grade learning games, second grade learning games, third grade learning games, fourth grade learning games, where you see those are the assessment apps. Now, the only other thing that we need to cover, and I'm going to let you go, we'll find a half an hour sometime when you're free to go through the Learnit toolkit. I think we covered a little bit of it, but we'll go through it in more detail.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that because that is going to help you to plan your lessons, and you're ready to go. What I'd like to see, though, I was telling Mr. Gordon, what I'd like to see is your plan. What I see is your plan for your after-school program. I'd like to work with you on that. Just show me your plan and let me see if there's anything I can add.
Okay.
First, you're going to have to get a roster of the kids, and then we're going to have to determine what level they're at. I'll show you the apps to make that assessment.
Okay.
And then we take it from there. So basically, once they have the headsets or the earphones, which that's good, so they'll be working independently, your teaching now becomes supervision.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see you ladies are smiling.
Yes, sir.
Teaching gonna become easier now.